Hi and welcome back. Thanks for joining me again today. We are going to pick 2 cards today for a reading for you for Wednesday the 19th of October. Okay, I'm sticking with the Rider-Waite cards that I've been using since Monday because I've been giving us some quite big messages. We had the Devil card on Monday and we had the Star card yesterday, so I'm thinking that there might be, you know, a third message in that little trilogy, so I'm quite keen to stay with these cards and see what they've got to say for us. This week, as I mentioned yesterday, we are moving towards Scorpio season and also a solar eclipse, which comes just after the sun, after we move into Scorpio season. And we've also got at the weekend Saturn going direct after a long period of retrograde. So it is said that that is usually a karmic cycle that we've been through and had to learn an awful lot along the way. But through all those very deep lessons, apparently we do get left a little gift as a well done after we've completed that karmic cycle. So it'd be interesting to know if any of you do get a little gift at the weekend. Do let me know. Okay, right, let's see what we've got then. Let's pick our first card for today. Oh, just dropped about 10 of them, so I'm going to go. I peeked, so I can't use that one. Okay, let's see. Sometimes they just don't want to come out. All right, we've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. Now, I did talk about, I think we had the Knight of Wands a couple of days ago, and I was saying about knights in shining armour, but this one looks like he's charging towards something, doesn't he? And I always feel really sorry for the little horsey in this picture because he's literally looking up as if to say, are you really sure we want to be doing this? You know, he looks really hesitant, doesn't he? I have to say, when I'm looking at this card, sometimes the sword family get a bit of a bad press, but actually, for me, this guy is like he's standing up for what he believes in. We don't always go about that the right way. In the UK at the moment, there's 2 guys that have climbed the Dartford Bridge near where I live, so they're causing mayhem and traffic everywhere, but you know, they're standing up for what they believe in, and not everybody believes in your cause, but if you're passionate about something, then this Knight of Swords is that part of you that will stand up and fight and say what's on your mind. I would say I'm feeling quite impetuous as well. So there is, with the swords, that double edge to it, you know. Sometimes you do have to literally say what is on your mind, but this person doesn't always think about the consequences of that or the effect that those words might have on other people. And you know, words can be the biggest tool we've got to wound people. I know this guy's got a sword in his hand, but actually the words that we use can actually heal people or wound them. It's not always our fault. Sometimes it's how people have got their own stuff going on and they hear your words and they interpret it in a different way. But I do feel that this person is giving that energy if they don't actually, they're not really giving that a thought at all. And sometimes, you know what, we do just have to say our bit, don't we? And if you really deep down feel that that's the right thing to do, then, you know, it is for you the right thing to do. But I would just say that the positives and negatives with that is that, you know, they do have consequences. So let's see what's joining our Knight of Swords. We might have another court card and we'll find out who he's actually having to have an argument with. But let's see who comes out next with us. Okay, well, we've got the Magician, and I almost said, and then I'd stopped myself, you know, words are our magical power because we can do so much with them. We can, you know, change our lives with our words. And we're back to the Magician. Now, the Magician is the very first card that I pulled on my very first reading when I started these just over a week ago, which seems like a very long time ago now. Now I'm getting in the habit of doing these videos every day. So here's the first card and here's the second card. But you know what? He's going in a different direction, isn't he? So, I've talked about words with this Knight of Swords, okay? And I've said that, you know, he really doesn't think too much about the consequences of what he's saying, and he just goes ahead and says it, and, you know, to hell with consequences kind of thing. I would say the Magician is a very different energy. And I would say that sometimes, I would say he's got a more controlled energy with his words and what he says, because he understands the power that's in them. Now, when you're passionate about something, and let's just say that this Knight, who's got more of a sort of younger energy, so, you know, when we're passionate about something, we can sometimes not think about the consequences of what we're doing or we're saying. And you could say lots and lots of things, and they don't come across because you're shouting them, or you're angry, or you're desperately trying to get somebody else to see your point of view. And sometimes your words can be lost because people are looking at your actions and the way that you're behaving and the energy that you're giving off, and it can kind of get a little bit lost. I invite you to think of somebody in your life that you know is known for kicking off, or, you know, they're always going to have an argument, that one. There's one in every family or friendship group, and I'm sure that you all know one that eventually they get to this kind of sort of stage and you're like, oh, here they go. And you're not really listening to what they're saying, okay? Whereas this Magician has the power to command a whole room to listen to him, because they're absolutely enthralled in what he's saying and what he's doing. Now, I know there's the idea of illusions and trickery with the Magician, but that's not the route I kind of want to go down. I want to go down the route that actually he commands an audience. You know, the best magicians do, don't they? Everybody's just literally stopping what they're doing and listening to what they say, and it's like, wow, look at that. And then they all go home and pass the message on. I saw this guy and he did this and he said that, and then this happened. And what the Magician says and the way that he says it really does strike a chord with people and makes them change the way they think. You know, it can make them a little bit confused as well, but it really does. I just feel that this is the difference between this person and this person. So I feel the message today is about words, our own words, okay? We know, because we've spoken about it a lot, and again we've got another major arcana card here, which I did forget to say. So we've got the Devil, then we've got the Star, and then we've got the Magician. So the Star yesterday, if you look at yesterday's video, was all about, you know, putting us in a place where we've got limitless possibilities, okay? And this guy here is really about, or how we're going to talk ourselves and make these things happen. We can run around and scream and shout and not really be heard or listened to, or we can take that control and that you know, mesmerising kind of way that the Magician does command an audience. And this is actually what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. You know, and I just feel the confidence that comes with this kind of attitude and this kind of being is the secret to our success today. And you know, there's nothing wrong with the Knight of Swords, there's nothing wrong at all, and sometimes we are called upon to just be that person that has to go out there and fight for what we believe in. But I think for our point of view, this takes a lot of energy, whereas this is a much more controlled, methodical way. Okay, so there's good and bad in both of them, and they've both got their place. But I would say have a look out today and see which of these approaches are appropriate for the people that you're dealing with. and I hope that makes sense to you. I would really love to know how it makes sense to you. So I know some of you have been writing some lovely comments, and I really do try and reply to them as soon as I can. So please do continue to do that, because I've really enjoyed reading your messages. Thank you. And if you haven't already, please could you like and subscribe my channel, or perhaps share it on Facebook, the links I put on Facebook, to your friends. That would be really helpful for me too. Okay, thank you so much, and I will be back again tomorrow with another 2 cards. Thanks a lot then. Bye.